Hey, good afternoon. This is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 6th of July, and it's a Wednesday. And before I get into my market report, really interesting. I have a really good friend. He's a fellow yeah, YouTuber. He's actually a coffee broker in Asia, and he and I talk about the climate, weather a lot. Both our businesses depend on understanding climate in a real sense and not in a political sense. And we were commiserating on a law that they tried to pass in California, which I think is going to, looking at what's happening with the New York Attorney General, is that they're literally trying to criminalize free speech that is in direct contrast to what the government's positions are. And their view is that if you disagree with the government on things of such great importance, they're recategorizing this as terrorism, and that is pretty chilling. And but it tells me something really important, is that they're really worried that they're wrong, and the implications of them being wrong are catastrophic. And so I think they're trying to get ahead of the news on this, so to speak. But all of us that kind of work in the alternative media space needs to be aware of it and need to really be concerned. They've been really chipping away at obviously the Second Amendment and the Fourth Amendment, and now they're going pretty hard at the First Amendment. So, but if you're one of the beautiful people that agree with everything that they say, then you're in good shape. But if you disagree with them, you're going to be in their crosshairs, and it's pretty serious stuff. So I just wanted to get off my chest. In some ways, it's kind of exciting for me, because that's how I know they're losing, is that the things that bother these folks, that they are boiling it up to legislation, meaning is that they've already lost the the war, so to speak, and now they're just going to try to take out as many of the enemy as they can in their view. Now, to the market is as we expected. Turnaround Tuesday. I know today's Wednesday, but usually the second day of the week, we get a reversal, and we had it. It took a while to get there. I wasn't sure it was going to happen. I said I was a little worried for weakness, but we held firm. We were long biotech, we were short volatility, and we flipped long oil for a trade, as we said yesterday, and we flipped long ES for a trade, as we mentioned yesterday as well. We closed those long positions. We're still short volatility, and we're going to close our biotech position here at the end of the day. And a couple things of note here on the ag side is we're getting some good bottoming candles of the grains, which is saying that, hey, people are trying to short this market are now getting rejected. And so I'm looking for reversals here pretty soon. Seasonally, July through September are strong for the grain market, and we're positioned. On contrast, gold and the miners are starting to get some topping candles, and I'm looking for a bit of a pullback, in both of them. So hopefully we can get in at a better price. We're not in nearly deep enough that we'd like to be. The move on silver has been nothing short of spectacular, and we're hoping the train didn't leave us with just a third of the position that we want to be holding. Now tomorrow, it's the day before the employment report. Typically, gold and silver gets knocked back a little bit. We'll see how strong they are to hold that, and then going into, and the market's usually flattish, and going into Friday, who knows what's going to happen. We think the report's going to be on the weak side, and that's going to just get people interested in going long the market and long dovishness on the Fed. So that's kind of how we're seeing it. And if they get that to happen, I think the market could go to all-time highs. So, and it can go to all-time highs very fast. I think they're going to try to get all this market movement out of the way before the conventions, and September then will be a weak month. One thing I forgot to mention is on the oil side, is oil pushed up, but it's not really having the strength. So we think that's seasonal, and we're going to see this. Oil will probably sell back down again, try to push again. But I think we've seen the highs in oil for at least the next 90 to 120 days, unless there's some sort of news shock that happens. Anyway, this is Bob from Trade Genius, reporting for Next News Network. I hope you enjoy the reports. Come to our site at tradegenius.co We got free videos. We're making a lot of money. We can help you make a lot of money too. And we'll teach you how to trade at the same time so that you can be a fisherman and not just a fish. Have a great day. Bye-bye.